Hey, how's it going, Internet? I'm Sean. Welcome to ZooBox again. I just wanted to do a quick kind of impromptu video. Recently got a package in the mail yesterday, and I hadn't opened it, and I was like, why not do kind of an unboxing? And the reason why I wanted to do like an unboxing of this, give it a little extra attention, because I actually had a positive interaction on X, formerly Twitter.com. So they're putting Dune, David Lynch's Dune, back in theaters for the first time in a long time. I bought tickets for it. I got the dates mixed up in my head. I thought it was the end of January. It's actually the end of February. So I was really stoked. And like the day before, I just happened to look at the ticket and realized I had the dates wrong. So I made like a little video talking about it. And some guy like retweeted and my video, or reposted, whatever they call it these days. And wrote me something like talking about how excited he was for him to himself to get a chance to do it and to go see it on 35 millimeter. Like that's like his big thing he's hoping for. And he revealed that he actually wrote the book on it. He actually wrote the book on David Lynch's Dune. So I checked out his stuff. I checked out some samples. I really like the prose. The guy's name is Max Estray, I believe. I'm gonna tag him in this and post it. But anyway, so we're gonna do a little unboxing. I opted for the 1984 publishing. I like to, whenever I can, support smaller kind of outlets, publishing houses, stores, etc. Because there's also options to get this on like Amazon and the other places, Barnes and Noble, where you would normally get books. But I'm looking forward to it. It's cool. I got it for a pretty good price too on 1984 publishing. About $20.99, I think it's on sale. Which, once you see the book itself, I think you're gonna think it's cool as I do. So this is the book, a masterpiece in disarray. David Lynch's Dune, an oral history. This thing is chocked full of interviews and anecdotes and all sorts of stuff from people involved with the production, surrounding the production, etc. You know what an oral history is, and I love stuff like this. As I've gotten older, I've really come to enjoy good film writing, good film criticism, and I've started to selectively buy some books. Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? I got my little guy here. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Who's that? Who's that?
Dada.
Is that Ronan and Dada? Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Well, now that's taken care of. Yeah, so cool thing. Just a really cool book. I really love it. It's great. The quality on this thing's awesome. We're gonna bust it open here. First print with gilded edges. Makes you just feel special inside. But look at this thing. That's a solid piece of product there, material. I can't wait to dive into it and read it proper. I'm going to try to read it before I go to... It's another kid of mine.
Hello, can I be part of the video?
You are now?
So, what are you unboxing, Dad?
I'm unboxing this book about David Lynch's Dune, called The Masterpiece in Disarray. Remember when you were a baby and we used to read Dune and you would get mad?
Why?
Because you didn't like it.
Why?
I don't know why. That's a good question, Foster. Why did you not like the book Dune when you were a baby? There we go. You could see both of my kids. So yeah, I'm gonna bust this thing open. All right, nice. Nothing quite like getting a nice book, especially when I don't buy a lot of books anymore. Books, for some weird reason, even though I'm kind of obsessed with physical media, books, I've been kind of happy. Books and video games, I've been kind of happy to stop buying them and get everything digitally. Like I have a Kindle, right? And it's got more books in my Kindle than my entire library. And I have, between my wife and I, my God, you're seeing some of my movies. This is some of my movies. That shelf goes all the way down to the floor. Right next to me I have a giant shelf full of comic books. We got philosophy books. We got books on film. We got books all over the place. Books and movies everywhere. So I guess it's a good thing I don't, though, because my wife still occasionally buys books. Like when you marry a collector, you really have to come to terms with somebody's got to let something go. But yeah, just cracking this bad boy open. I mean, look at this. Great quality. Great quality. Some great behind the scenes, photos. Some more right there.
Dad.
And oh, look at that. Showing you some of the other products they had. The magazines, board games. And it just goes through the entire kind of history of the movie. So yeah, it's really cool. Really, really cool stuff. Goes all the way from pre-production all the way through production and everything else. But Max Evry, I think I said Esri earlier. My apologies. Max Evry, thanks. And this is, one of the reasons, like I said at the top, like why I wanted to highlight it was just because it was a cool thing that happened on Twitter.com. Because it's still Twitter.com, even though we call it X. A cool thing, which led to me getting a cool thing and this guy being able to sell a book. Social media and the internet does not have to be bad all the time. It can be positive. Oh, cool. And I even came with a couple little buttons here for their publishing house. And they're a cool publishing house. And the last thing I want to say, though, just from ordering this thing came super quick. I think I got this within a couple days. I think maybe I ordered it last Friday and then I got it in on a Tuesday. So even though I ordered it like right before the weekend, it still came to me in pretty good time. And I wasn't expecting it. I was kind of shocked. It showed up on my doorstep. I almost tripped over it and broke my neck. He was on my stoop. But I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked to dive in. But anyways, have a good day out there. And remember, if you're an artist and you have fans, or you've just random people, just remember you can introduce yourself to somebody. Like I never would have in a million years really thought about this, even though it's something I definitely am interested in. I'm not a David Lynch super fan. I'm just a film fan, and I find that movie just fascinating from top to bottom. A lot of what I find fascinating about it is the reasons why it exists and the reasons why it is the way it is. That's kind of what makes that story so super interesting. So I can't wait to dive into this. And also on the other end of that, if you're a fan of somebody, if you enjoy somebody's work that's a writer or a filmmaker, songwriter, musicians, etc., reach out sometimes. Just be like, hey, apropos of nothing, I really enjoy your work. I really enjoy your stuff, and thanks for doing that, and have a great day. I do that occasionally, just randomly. Sometimes you hear things back, sometimes you don't, but I know it's like kind of cliche and hack, but I gotta say, you just gotta throw out some positivity every once in a great while. It'll make you feel better. Goodbye.